I'm going to Vegas. So somehow, even though I am technically still the new girl at NHL Network, I lucked out. I got the assignment to go and cover the Vegas Golden Knights. To say I was excited about this assignment is an absolute understatement. I never thought in a million years that they would send me out to cover that series or to cover the first round. I've never actually covered a Stanley Cup playoff game before. I was a little, like, you know, slightly nervous about it because it's something I've never done before. I was jacked. All right, day one, Vegas. Happy playoffs, by the way, everybody. Here we go. I am on my way to the Golden Knights practice facility. I had to get a double shot this morning, and here gonna be a long day. I think I'm going from 9:30 in the morning until 11:30 at night. It's playoffs, and I find the intensity in the playoffs is so much higher, and I wasn't sure what type of mood the players were gonna be in because, you know, it's game day of the playoffs and everything's super serious, and obviously they want to stay focused, and so I was a little bit nervous about that.
How are we doing?
Good, how are you? I like turn into a 7-year-old when I'm about to interview somebody. I'm like, oh hey, can I have like 2 seconds? Do you mind? It's kind of embarrassing.
How are we doing?
You guys got a good like bench color going on here, eh? Like
Yeah,
the wood? It's like nice. You guys don't mess around.
We don't mess around.
But when I showed up, the energy and the vibe of the room was so positive and so open.
What's the excitement level riding at right now? Because let's be honest, you were getting a little loud at morning skate. I heard you.
Well, you know, I gotta tell you, it's just been the mojo of our team all year, and you know, if someone messes up on the ice, the guy's gotta let them know.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, come on. Dude.
What can we expect during a playoff game?
Well, bring your earplugs. It's gonna be loud in there. I'm telling you, it's. I mean, there are times when you have to, you know, get right up into a guy's ear in order to talk to him because it's so loud.
On the ice,
Oh
you
yeah,
mean?
on the ice, on the bench.
Nate Schmidt was awesome. That guy just radiates positivity.
No shot's a bad shot. Hey, give me a grimy bouncer and I'll take it.
Hey, who do you expect to have the most difficulty in terms of getting the playoff beard going?
Probably Flower, actually. The guy who's won the most Stanley Cups in here, he probably had the hardest time growing a beard.
Everybody that I interviewed was actually fantastic.
What can we expect from you, Nate Schmidt?
I don't grow a great
Hard-hitting
beard.
journalism right here.
I don't grow a great beard. That's the problem. I get a lot of stragglers. It'll come in a little bit ugly, but I think I'll be better.
Blonde. It's very
I know,
like,
it's a
like
little bit
gold.
reddish.
You know what? It's almost golden, which is
Yes.
fitting.
You think? I agree.
And EJ Raddick says hello.
Hey.
He says you guys are buds.
Yeah. What's going on, AJ? Good to see you. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
So the day is off to a good start, despite me not sleeping well last night and getting up a little bit late. Anyways, Nate Schmidt, easily one of the best interviews I've done all season long. You know, sometimes you meet people and they radiate positivity and good energy. Nate Schmidt is one of those people. The unfortunate thing, and this is my fault, is I forgot to tell the camera guy when he's doing my interview to start on a 2-shot, which means myself and the interview subject in the shot, and to kind of freelance it and go in and out. So what happens a lot in TV, especially news and sports, is the traditional way of doing interviews in the dressing room is you start on a 2-shot, so myself and whoever I'm interviewing, and then after I ask the question, you go in on a 1-shot and you stay there and you stay on the player. Because I am ridiculous and I don't do things the traditional way, and I'm constantly laughing and reacting and trying to be funny and failing at it, but whatever. I'm constantly sort of reacting because I'm really trying to make it like a conversation, and I want the players to be comfortable. Because I'm always doing that, it's always awkward when you stay in on the one shot and don't come back out, because you just hear me laughing or asking like a long-winded question, but I'm not on camera, you can't see me. So I should have mentioned that to our crew ahead of time. That's my fault. So that's the only disappointing thing, but it's still a great interview. And the important thing is that Nate's energy and personality will still come through to the viewer. All right, so now it is approximately, oh, I can't see the time right now. It's approximately 11:45, almost noon. Our day is just getting started. We're gonna head to T-Mobile Arena now, which is where the game is gonna be played tonight. And we are going to do NHL now. We're gonna meet up with Tyson Nash. T-Mobile Arena. Tyson and I just did a hit. He's back there crunching. He's back there crunching more numbers. Oh, what a guy! Tyson Nash is great. He's super easy to work with. We had a lot of good content to talk about. By the time we finished that, it was grab a meal, eat some food. Then it was game time. And I had been told that this atmosphere at T-Mobile Arena was insane. It was crazy. The fans were super into it. There's nothing like it. So my expectations were super, super high. And I was kind of worried that it wouldn't live up to that. Kind of like when someone tells you a movie is really, really, really good. Oh, this movie's amazing. You got to see it. And then you go see it and you're like, yeah, I mean, it was good. Whereas if the person had told you it's okay, and then you went and saw it, and it was awesome, you'd be like, that was amazing. So I was worried that the bar was set too high. But when I sat down and everything started inside the arena, oh my Vegas. I could barely hear Tyson speaking beside me. Even for the playoffs, it was insane. This is crazy! After that game, I had to do the post-game interviews. We are about to do our final thing of the day, and it is a post-game hit with Tyson Nash. And then we did our post-game hit, and it was time to go home. And by this time, I was so exhausted. I left this room, if my math is correct, like... I feel like it was 12, 15 hours ago. I am dead tired. I just wanted to go to my hotel room and go to sleep, and that is exactly what I did. So I hate to disappoint, but I did not party in Vegas. But it was a good day. My crew is. They brought me, I don't know what this is, but they brought it for me for my birthday. What is it?
Strawberry cream puff.
Oh my gosh. This is gonna be so good. You guys are the best. What is this again? I can't remember what it is.
Cream puff. Strawberry cream puff.
Strawberry cream puff. I've never had one of these before, so here goes. I just want to put in perspective how super nice that gesture is, because these people had just met me less than 24 hours prior, and they were nice enough to bring me a birthday treat. So shout out to you guys. Right now I'm waiting to do a one-on-one with this guy. Let me tell you something about this business. Hurry up and wait are words that could not be more true, right?
Nice to meet you. Let's down. Let's take a load off. We appreciate the time. One game out of the way. How do you feel? I mean, that was a battle last night.
Thank you. I appreciate
appreciate the time. I know you guys got to do a lot, so thank you.
Derek Englund, nice guy. Done and done. Actually, we're not done because now we gotta get Flurry, who is busy. We are waiting for the flower right now. It's in high demand. I'm just waiting my turn. Waiting. I tried patiently waiting, but I think I would have been waiting forever.
Those French guys, they just keep talking.
Yeah, you French, you guys never stop. I gotta like get more aggressive. Get in there.
We'll get a little help or something. Yeah.
Okay, I'll work on that. Let's start with the little juggle play that you had last night. The facial hair situation. Is there a chance that we actually get to see the flower grow a beard, or is it just are you gonna stick to your usual thing?
Yeah.
Huh?
Last 2 years.
How's that for a question?
Last 2 years I shaved before every round, so and it worked. Yeah.
Oh, so you stick to that?
Stick to it.
All right. Well, congratulations on winning game 1, and good luck on forward.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Awesome. See you later. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. See you around.
Honestly, this might sound lame, but I actually, at one point, I had a moment of like, oh my gosh, like I am so lucky to be here right now. I covered the first ever Vegas Golden Knights game, playoff game, in franchise history. For some reason, in that moment, covering that game, it actually hit me how far I've actually come. Anybody that's followed me for an extended amount of time knows that I am constantly pushing myself towards the next thing. I'm a super motivated individual. And I think one of my weaknesses, or one thing that I need to work on, is that sometimes I don't look back and appreciate or acknowledge how far I've come and how many things I've been able to do, things that people who aren't in my shoes dream of every single day. And this was one of those things where I just kind of took a step back, where I kind of just took a step back and I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm actually doing this. Like I went to college with these like pipe dreams, most people would say, of wanting to cover hockey one day and wanting to have my own sports show and wanting to do, you know, and wanting to be on TV. And you know, I wasn't naive. There was a lot of people that probably made fun of me and talked about me behind my back and didn't think that I could do it, but I actually did it. And it really hit me in that moment, like, man, I know there's so much more that I want to do, but this is pretty friggin' awesome and I should enjoy it. And so I stopped thinking about the next thing for just 2 hours. I just stopped and I enjoyed the game. And I don't know, I had a real moment of reflection and I'm just so grateful that I got to go.